On kevad ja on armumiste aeg ja meie oleme täna siin Stroomi rannas, kaunis paigas ka armunutele jalutada, vestelda, kallistada. Ja siinsamas kohtume me ka Niten ja Santoshiga, tantristliku paariga, kes korraldavad kursuseid intrigeerival hingesuguluse teemal. Kas müütiline hingesugulus on tõesti olemas? Seda asumegi kohe uurima. Paljudel on selline uskumus, et on olemas selline erakordne sobivus, armastus esimesest pilgust, momentaalne klapp, mis jääbki kestma ja kannabki nii-öelda igavesti välja. Kas selline sobivus on ka tantra järgi võimalik?
In the view of Tantra, this is a little bit of a dream. And it's a dream that has been fed by the media. It's a dream that has been fed all over society, that there's someone out there existing that will match exactly what we're looking for in somebody. So for Tantra, this is a little bit of an utopia. But what is possible is to create the soulmate. That means when we have basic chemistry, basic personality acquaintances, basic ways that we come together, then with an open heart and an open mind, it is possible to create together the phenomenon of soulmate. And there are different ways that Tantra addresses to that. One of the ways, for example, is to start to establish meditation in couple. That means not only meditating individually, but to bring together an energy of meditation. And that includes to bring your sexuality as a couple on a different level, where you bring the meditation into your lovemaking, you bring the meditation into your sacred union, and you bring a dimension of sacredness into your partnership.
So in society, usually the way we function is that we meet someone and we fall in love. And then there is a time that we call honeymoon, that it's very passionate, and you basically see a prince or a princess in your partner. And then slowly, as the relationship moves on, this starts going down. And that person that you felt or you thought it will solve all your problems and will make you happy forever, suddenly starts failing your idea. So Tantra sees it in a completely opposite way, sees love as an art, not as a necessarily spontaneous happening. And it's an art that needs dedication and that needs commitment. So what we look in Tantra is not falling in love, it is rising in love. And for that, the dedication to the methods and to meditate together is essential, so your love can really grow.
Often, when we call for a soulmate, in the collective belief and in what's accepted as a soulmate, the list is very long. I want my soulmate to be like this, like that, and it's the laundry list is very, very long. So this is called expectation. We are projecting an idea of a soulmate, and if the person doesn't match all those qualities, sooner or later, it will be over. So what Tantra is proposing is, instead of having all this expectation of the qualities of a soulmate, let's start in having some basic chemistry together, and then let's create our soulmate. I'm going to create the goddess that is in you. I'm going to contact the goddess in you. You are going to contact the God in me. And like that we can grow together. One thing that is very important in Tantra is to understand the phenomena of chakras. Because chakras are like energy centers, energy vortexes in the body and also in the subtle bodies. That means little energy centers located here in the front part of the subtle body and the physical body as well, and in the spine, along the spine, starting from the sacrum and all the way up to the spine. These chakras, they are like little spinning wheels, and they spin in different speed, in different frequencies. What's happening when two people come together, their chakra systems are operating in different ways. What Tantra has been doing is to, through meditation, tantric meditation, to find ways so these chakras not only can start to vibrate in a balanced way in the man and in the woman, but they can also start to come together, like being tuned together like a fine instrument. Then what's happening when the 7 chakras are in harmony, coming together in harmonious frequencies between the man and the woman, those 7 chakras start to dance together, and this creates an enormous amount of energy, what we call an energy field, a morphogenic energy field, and this can create miracles in life. So this is what is known as the soulmate phenomenon in Tantra, when all the chakras are dancing together like a perfect orchestra.
So attraction, yes, I feel a first attraction is needed in order to start relating with someone. But then attraction in itself is never enough. This is my experience. Before Niten, I had at least 5 partners, which I was journeying for quite a while. And there was always attraction at the beginning. But then at one point, I felt I needed something else. Because basically, if you are looking for a soulmate, you are looking for someone who's going to meet you in the body, in sexuality, that is going to meet you in the heart, and that also is going to have the same soul calling than you, so your 2 souls can work together in life. So for that, in my experience, the most important part is actually the meeting of the 2 souls. Because if your soul needs to experience something in this life, and the other person's soul needs to experience something different, you are just fighting against your own soul calling, against your own destiny, and that's not going to work. Whether if, for example, you have like an incompatibility in the body level or in the personality level, but your 2 souls want to journey together, they will grow through this incompatibility, and they will find ways, and in this way Tantra supports you a lot, to find a way to resonate in those limitations, which are actually secondary, because the priority, and that's why we are here, is to live the calling of our soul.
Selline küsimus, millist küpsust eeldab selline koos kasvamise alustamine, ka siis, kui me kasutame selleks erinevaid tantra vahendeid, või võib igaüks alustada mis tahes tasandit, sest minu arusaamise järgi inimesed peaks olema enam-vähem samal küpsuse tasandil selleks, et hakata sealt koos kasvama.
For any desire to evolve beyond our condition is to have enough of our past. When we look back to what we've created in our reality and we feel this is enough, now I've come to a point where I need to evolve, I need to invite something new in order to experience happiness, to thrive in life, then this is the beginning. This is the beginning of everything. It's the willingness to grow, is the willingness to evolve, is the willingness to be committed to something higher than ourselves.
Yeah, I would say it's a mystery, and people reach this soul commitment or this spiritual soulmate commitment in different ways. But I agree with Niten that somehow you have to reach a point in which enough is enough. Enough of making the same mistakes somehow, or enough of suffering, or enough of fighting. You have to have this point, and then something inside of you says, yes, now I'm going to go for it no matter what. And then this determination, it will help you to move through your blockages, to basically be in harmony with someone else, which actually is reflecting yourself. So in my experience, I had to go through different partners, and of course each partner was not good enough. So I have to find a new partner who would be good enough, but unchain till I realize, okay, I'm never gonna feel satisfied with a man, I need to be alone. And then I was celibate for a year, finding my soulmate within. And as you said, then yes, maybe I reached the level of maturity in which I understood I'm not gonna find anyone who can fulfill me. There has to be kind of first a fulfillment coming from myself. And then when I realized that, I met Niten. It's not about changing necessarily your partner, that something is gonna change. The change has to happen inside. And I think this basic understanding needs to be there, yes. Now this understanding can come from meditation practices, can come from life itself. Different people mature in different ways. But definitely you have to have the understanding that yes, now enough is enough and I want to move on, and I want to move on with someone.
So one thing also, often people think, I need to be committed to my partner in order to grow. But the commitment is not really to the other. Of course we are journeying with the other, and there is a lot of gratitude for that. But the commitment is to the mystery. The commitment is to love. The commitment is to the devotion. The commitment is not a physical commitment to another person. The commitment has to be, how can I expand my heart in this relationship? How can my spirit can grow in this relationship? And how can I understand the subtleties of this thing we call love? This is the commitment, that no matter what, I will commit to love again and again. No matter what, I will commit to grow into freedom. So, of course, there is a lot of joy in doing that with someone else. But this is the commitment and this is the surrender to the mystery of love.
Kas teil on mõni selline konkreetne lihtne nipp või võte, millega armastust igapäevaselt toita?
On the day-to-day basis, there are simple things that couple can do, even if you've never joined a Tantra course. The first thing to understand is when we come back home, both of us, from work, we need to create space to disconnect from that working space. And so that means maybe taking a bath together, or that means maybe sharing a little massage together. That means maybe sharing how we feel today, not what we've been doing at work, but how we feel, and starting to contact our feeling, communicating from that space. That means also maybe cooking a meal for each other, simple things. Tantra believes in simplicity. Tantra believes in turning the ordinary into extraordinary. So these simple things that I've just been saying, they can turn the simple into sacred.
And we really need to nourish each other. And we need to learn ways to nourish each other more and more that we have actually not learned because no one has taught us. Touch is so important. If you can share a massage with your partner once a week, or even a caress of half an hour through the whole body once a week, you will notice how your meeting completely changed. So I would like to give you 15 minutes meditation so everyone can do it. For the first 5 minutes, you are just going to be looking into the eyes of your partner. You are just sitting in front of each other, breathing and looking into each other's eyes. Absolutely nothing to do. Then after 5 minutes, the man will close the eyes and you will simply caress his face with the tips of your finger. And it's very important the quality you bring to your hands. You can visualize as if you are caressing the face of a god. as if you are caressing this face for first time. And it's very important you are very present with your fingers. All through the face with no hurry, just sending your love to this face. And then after 5 minutes you rest, and he will do the same.
Kas selline hingesuguluse fenomen on jääv, püsiv, kui ta on saavutatud, või tuleb ka hiljem selle nimel vaeva näha?
Nothing in life is stable. Everything in life is changing all the time. The only thing that doesn't change in life is the change. Everything changes. So no, the soulmate cannot be a stable thing because it's life. The soulmate phenomenon is very, very rooted in life, in reality. That means in law of nature. And so by definition it cannot be stuck. But it's evolving all the time. I believe that if it's a true phenomenon of soulmate, it's eternal. It cannot die. It transforms, it evolves, it improves all the time. It may also mean that as soulmate, for this particular journey, meaning a committed monogamous relationship, it might mean that for a while or for the entire life we separate, but still the souls stay connected. So in that sense, it's not a contract. The soulmate is not a contract. Yeah, it's a declaration that as individuals we want to grow into freedom, we want to grow into love, and we want to give total space for our souls to evolve and to meet and to dance together. How long this will last, we don't know. But we also don't care, really, because we are not looking for security. The number one killer for relationship is insecurity. And most of us are looking for security in relationship, which is the biggest mistake. Because love doesn't function with security. Love is quite the opposite. It's a wild energy that is going to challenge us into meeting the mystery and meeting what we don't know and being at ease with that. So there is no stability with the soulmate. But there is a deep grounding into the mystery of life. And there is an invitation to grow higher, higher and higher beyond our imagination into the open sky. Yes, the soulmate can offer that.